Hi, Guillermo from Argentina again. Let's talk about overblows. And this video is about forgetting not just the overblows, but to forget about the positions in the harmonica. Because I think they are a convention because the instrument is not a 12-tone instrument originally, so the positions are useful if to get around the instrument not thought as a 12-tone instrument, but when you think about it as a 12-tone instrument, it is more useful to think about music theory, so-called theory. I think it's more about conventions, really. It can sound, for people who doesn't have musical training, like a very hard thing, but really it's not that hard, and is, for the most part, it's just a way to name things and name relationships between notes, and you just have to learn the names of the notes and the relationships they make. So you learn the relationships, but you should learn the relationship with your ear, and that's much more important than knowing the names, or this is a fifth, this is a four, how a chord is named, because music is in a sense, you hear the music and you process it as a perception, not as some things you name and then you hear them. So there are a bunch of people that have never studied music but have developed an awesome ear and are generally better musicians than others that have studied for years and never developed their ears. So first step is develop your ear and learn the naming conventions between the relationships of the notes. So you can call them. And you can interact with other musicians and say, well, that's the fifth. One of the reasons I'm telling this is because as I had musical training, I really didn't understand positions in harmonica, because I understood the notes, the relations of the notes, the chords, and the musical theory. So for me, okay, cross harp in a C harmonica is G. Okay, G is the fifth up or the fourth down. That, okay, it's an A harmonica. Okay, the fourth down, it's E. So with every position, I don't think about positions. I think about the musical relationships about the notes. And as a grammatical instrument, really the positions are not necessary. and maybe are not useful because you are starting to add information that really don't give you anything. So it's better if you are going to play chromatically harmonica, start to get around this so-called musical theory that is really the relationships between notes. Even in the harmonic, when you play the chord, generally you can think it as just the relationships of the notes that are in those chords. So I think that's the best way to start with the harmonica. Not to think about positions, because you won't really use them once you understand how the musical relationships between the notes work on any harmonica in any game. Well, that's it. We'll continue, I think, with these videos. Have a good time.